Hi, everyone, and welcome to today's edition of The Fix, where we answer your real AI questions, give you clear strategic answers, no hype, just systems. Hi, everyone. My name is Craig Pateman, and it is very good to be with you today. First, a celebration. We're back on track. Sorry, we missed last week, and we have been a little late in previous weeks and when we intended to go on air every Friday. It's supposed to be at 3:30 at the end of the week so that we can cover some key questions that we've encountered during the week on AI and particularly using AI in your business. But last week, due to some unforeseen circumstances, we couldn't be here. And in previous weeks, we've been a little late with getting to air. So I do apologise. It's just one of those things. Thankfully, we're back on track. And even though yesterday we were a little bit late with our session on the AI Insight, and but today we're on time. So thank you for your patience, and it's good to be with you. Now today, in the Fix session, we're going to look at 5 questions to help you get your AI projects back on track. There has been a lot of articles, a lot of discussion about how AI projects are particularly failing within businesses. And we've got 5 questions to help you that you should ask yourself, ask your team about getting them back on track. So this is, we'll get through and start answering those questions for you. So let's jump right in. The first question is, what outcome am I actually aiming for? So if you have a project, an AI project, and you haven't given it a clear outcome, well, how do you know if you succeed or if you've arrived at where you want to be? And playing with AI isn't a goal. It's a nice thing to do if you want to ask questions about themes for your children's birthday party or your spouse's anniversary or milestone or whatever. But from a business sense, your outcomes need to be measurable. It should be things like you want to increase your leads by 10% this week. You want to cut reporting time by 50%. You want to improve customer retention by 5%. They're real outcomes. They're real outcomes that will affect your business performance and affect your bottom line. So an example might be if you're using AI to create your social media posts, you might want to set an outcome for the week that the time it takes you to create them is cut by 30%, or it's cut by 10%, or it's cut by 50%. But give yourself a goal of what you want to achieve with what you're using AI for. If it's creating videos, you give yourself, what normally took you 8 hours, you get down to 6 hours. So give yourself actual outcomes that you want to achieve with your AI project. The second question to ask is, what guardrails have I set? So if you don't give it any boundaries, any guardrails, you'll just get what your AI tool of choice thinks is the best answer. Because unless you're very specific with it, it will make a lot of assumptions and do a lot of probability and work out what it thinks is the most pleasing answer to you. And I'm not sure why a lot of people get surprised that AI is looking to please you, because for all intent, that's what it's been built upon. But anyway, that's another discussion for another day. But guardrails will define what data it uses, what tone it follows, what's off limits, what it needs to achieve. For example, you may give your chatbot, a customer service bot, a guardrail could be always answer politely, never give medical or legal advice, and escalate complaints to a human if unresolved in 2 steps. So what this does, it gives your AI project guardrails, and guardrails help reduce errors and protect your brand and protect your business, so it's not going off rail, so to speak. So have a look at the guardrails you're setting and maybe need to be more specific on what your guardrails are. Now, the next question is, what's the first milestone? Big projects generally fail when they try to deliver everything at once. So what you need to do is just have smaller wins, have milestones, key milestones that help you build momentum in what you want to achieve with your AI project. I mean, it's nice to go from A to a million miles away and get it all done, but how do you know you're on the direction and you're going that way? So instead of AI will run all marketing, you might have AI first drafts our weekly newsletter, saving my staff a full day's work, which enables your staff to do other things, and AI is running that for you in the background. And imagine what that would do for your business if you could free up 8 hours of time for your staff, more time for customers for them, and things are getting done for you in the background. So smaller wins will help you build momentum. Then you could do another milestone that once it drafts the newsletter, it then creates 5 social snippets that you can use on social media or whatever social platforms you want. So it's one crafted, then it's looking to help you then promote your brand and taking social snippets from the newsletter. So that's another milestone. So that's the second milestone. That may free up a full's day of work for your staff so that they can attend to other issues or do other things or work on other projects. And each milestone should deliver a real piece of value that you can test, evaluate, and impacts your business. Let's have a look at the next question, which is question 4. Is AI integrated into my workflow? If you're using AI for a play thing, and showing a new object, then what a lot of businesses do is they let their AI outputs just sit in Google Docs or sit in a Word document, or just sit within their AI tool of choice as a project, as a thread, as a discussion, and that's it. So unless it flows into your actual business, into your CRM, into your sales calls as scripts, as feedback, into your emails for improvement, it won't change results. It's just going to sit there in your AI tool of choice. You've got to implement it. You've got to test it, give it feedback, and move forward. So if AI is generating proposals, they should feed directly into your proposal software or email system, not just sit in drafts. And therefore, you're moving AI from being a toy into an active tool, to a key part of your business. And that's important, that you're taking it from your AI tool of choice and you're integrating it into your business workflows. And let's look at the final question for today, which is how will I measure and feedback results, which is giving your AI tool of choice. So AI improves when you measure actual outcomes and you feed those results back to your AI tool of choice. Otherwise, you're just playing with AI, you're just repeating noise. So if AI drafts emails, measure the open and click rates. Then take the results of those emails and feed it back into your AI tool and say, here are the results from our emails this week. Email 1, subject line A did this, subject line B had this results. Let's look at how we can refine and improve that for next week's things. So what do we combine? Who's the market? Who's the audience? So you start giving your AI tool of choice results, feedback, actual outcomes, so it can learn, develop, and improve its output for you, which you then feed back into the system, put it into the market, see the results, and you're getting continuous learning happening from both your AI tool of choice and your business and your staff. So without measuring and without giving feedback, your AI project is just going to flatline. You're going to say, well, it's not worth the effort. It's not delivering. It's not a magic wand you just wave and away it goes. It's got to learn. It's got to be it grows and learns and develops by being fed data. And the best data you have are the actual results or actual outcomes from its outputs that you feed back to it. That's how AI learns and improves. So most AI projects don't fail because the tech doesn't work. They fail because the businesses don't ask these 5 questions. So this week, take a project you've got, whether it's small, medium, or large, and run it through these checklists. the outcomes, the guardrails, the milestones, the workflow integration, and the feedback. And just see what is missing within your AI projects, what you need to tighten up, what you may need to fix, to be more clear upon, so that you start getting meaningful and tangible results from using AI in your business. That's us for this week. Thank you for your time. If you want to work with us or utilize part of what we provide, we have a number of opportunities for that. We have a monthly subscription, which is a Small Business Pulse, which we send out every month. Tips and ideas for using AI for your workflows, integrations, and helping to build your business. We do run 2 workshops every month. One is on using AI in your marketing, and one is building and creating custom GPTs. And the custom GPTs is a one-on-one workshop, which is for 4 hours, whereas the marketing workshop is limited to three people, so that we can share ideas in a small group. We do them online, so you don't have to come into a training room. You can sit in your office, sit at your desk, and we'll go through it, and it's 4 hours of that. And our final one is that we have a AI focus program where we come into your business and actually implement and integrate AI into the running of your business and to get you up and running. So that's what we do. If that is of interest to you, drop us a note or DM us with your interest. Secondly, appreciate your feedback, questions or responses to today's session or any previous sessions, questions that you may want answered on AI. Just drop us a note so that we can look to include them in future sessions. And once again, thank you for your patience with us for not being on air last week. But hopefully we've got things sorted out so that now we're back at Fridays at 3:30 p.m. with our regular session of The Fix. So that's us for this week. Thank you for your time. I wish you well for the weekend. I hope you have a very good weekend, and we look to catching up